A 2024 RX 300. Just picked it up, I don't know, a little bit more than a month ago from Jared at 3Cs. So, really played with the bike a little bit. Put a few different things on it. Set of hand guards. Narrowed up the bars just a little. I haven't started it or heard it run since I was in New York with Jared, so today's an important day. We got her filled up with gas, and we're going to try to start working the bugs out of this thing and get it going through Michigan's lovely woods, putting her in the trails and seeing if we have to soften up a little bit, and then hopefully we'll be able to get this thing on the motocross track in the next month or so and give that a try too. Anyways, my name is Brian Westerby. Everybody calls me Speedy, and I'm as old as dirt. Good morning, and I'm going to turn this thing off, and we'll get dressed the rest of the way, and away we go. Never know what kind of branches out here. Well, that's quite a ride. Break in. So let's talk about what's right with the bike. Tires, they stick. The tires are sticking. That's pretty important. And the shock is not fully broken yet, and I'm going to need to ride it a second time. I'm going to need to set sag on it several times to get it to work. The whoops here today are massive, so they haven't gone through and plowed them down yet, and there's a lot of trees, branches down from the winter, which is normal. I'll tell you what I hate about the bike. That is probably the hardest seat of any motorcycle I have ever had. I cannot think of anything that would be harder than that other than an actual 2x4. Probably a 2x4 softer. We could cut one up and use that. Yeah, I like it. This thing's got power and it just goes on and on and on. I did play with the maps a little bit, but in general, I left it in the daytime map or the high power map. And every once in a while, you'll hit the pipe really hard and get a little surprise, and I love that. That turns me right on. I have the clickers set up 16 out on everything, so it's really soft. The problem is the spring needs to hit a lot of whoops. I couldn't hit the whoops as hard as I normally do, but the whoops are really, really big right now. They will knock them down a little bit. That shock is very stiff. Even though I loosened it up a ways, dropped it down, got a little closer, got it a little better. The problem is at the end of the ride, my ass hurt so bad that I didn't want to ride hard across the whoops anymore, because the back end of that bike hitting me continuously as a 65-year-old man becomes a problem. So we're going to have to solve that, probably look into finding some sort of a little bit softer seat. The other problem with the seat, although for motocross, I suppose it'd be fine, but I'm used to having a little bit more slippery seat. That seat actually grabs you, and if that's what you want, that's fine. But when you come into a corner, you want to slide forward. That seat's not letting you slide forward to get your leg out there. It's actually gripping you, and you can't slip on it enough to get up to the tank where you need to be to get those tight corners. Other than that, I am very impressed with this bike. It did everything else very, very well. Those are my areas. Anyways, my name's Brian Westerby. Everybody calls me Speedy. And you've been watching Old as Dirt. Thanks for coming. Bye.